What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the left side of the map in the blue color, playing as Loki. His name is Gaboo. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Odin. His name is Grass the Kid. Grass and Groom. Grass. It's currently 2-1 in this best of 5 series. Round of 16, most important round of the qualifiers, final round of the qualifiers. Champions League starts next week. Exciting times to be alive. I believe we've got the map competitive mega random here. I could be wrong about it, but it looks like it's competitive mega random to me. It looks like it's competitive mega random to you, because it is competitive mega random. We see Grass going for the Odin here. We've already seen Grass's Odin go for a Heimdall rush before. He's very, very capable in the aggressive Norse war, it seems, without even having seen him actually playing Odin against Norse just yet. He's very capable of playing aggressive. The difference now is first game, we saw him playing Odin against Zeus. He had a very nice game there. Aggressive Odin against the Hermes, Zeus getting the win there. But in the next game we saw him playing Norse was Loki Mirror on Sheltered Pass. And that didn't go so well for him. Gaboo managed to get the win. So we'll see if he's going to change things up here, play it a little bit differently now in this game, or if it's going to be much more of the same here. As his Ulfsark is scouting around, finding Goat and everything else. Whereas Gaboo now, he's going to have to feel like he's got a little bit of the momentum shift in this series. He's going to have to feel a little bit better after winning that last game, saying I can hold against your Norse dude. You got nothing. I got my Loki Herser. I got my Forseti style down. You got nothing. So he is going to be feeling very, very good about his ability to win this game. So we'll have to wait and see if he's going to be able to execute here and survive against whatever pressure Grass is going to be wanting to put onto him, or if Grass is going for something completely different here. Now, for me, my personal opinion is in the Norse mirror. If you want to play Norse to counter Norse, your best bet is actually to pick Thor. I think Thor is the best Norse god in the Norse mirror. Why? Because Thor beats Loki by playing defensively. Thor can go toe to toe, if not play aggressively and beat Odin with like dwarven mind strats. And in general, Thor has just got a stronger late game. Thor's got access to the Ragnorak with better upgrades. Obviously, Odin has also got a slight advantage in that matchup as well, having access to Great Hunt, having access to healing Ragnarok heroes as well is also very good. But I think that, in general, if you really want to be countering Norse, if you know your opponent's playing Norse, consider picking Thor. So we'll see what's going to happen here as Grass puts the temple down in his main base. 1 Ox guard here. Why are you going... Are you going to build... Well, it's just a standard advance time, skipping up on the Ox cards, but he puts the temple in his main base. So he's going to have a really, really strong start here. Meanwhile, over here, we see 3 Ox cards coming through. We did talk about this already in the last game. So it seems my TED Talk has been heard by Grass and still ignored by Gaboo. But I love this. Being able to drag these boars in, sharing the Ox card here, effectively means that Grass has saved himself a ridiculous amount of resources right now. He has gained so many resources over Gaboo. Look at the score difference. This is... Well, actually, the pickaxe is being researched now, but... Wait, can we actually see? I want to see what the score difference is right now in terms of all resources gained. Okay, well, we can't take into account food, but... Whatever. You can't work it out because it's not a fair it's not a fair comparison. Odin gets 20% bonus gather rate on hunt. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. But still, Grass is just playing defensively here. So I'm a little bit confused from the get-go. He's just going to be playing defensive. He's not going aggressively. He's gone, the longhouse is going down. He's gone for Freya. Forseti coming through for Gaboo. So he's going to have all of the advantages here in this game that he wants. He's going to be able to play this game as best as he possibly wants here in this game. Keto in the chat asking, what's the argument for Thor versus Odin? The argument is you get to use Dwarven Goldmine to have an aggressive, a more aggressive start, because you can skip an ox cart in the early game. Now, obviously, in this game here, we actually see that Grass is able to share the ox cart here with the wood and the gold. So that changes things, and it actually means that then the favor would go into Odin, kind of, but Forseti is stronger in the Norse mirror, in my opinion, than Freya. So, in my opinion, Thor then gets an advantage by having Forseti. That's my opinion. And I know it's controversial. But that's my opinion. As we see Gaboo coming through over here, the ball getting pushed over into this corner for some reason, as the town center is going to be getting pushed back. Grass is getting his units out, and I like this play. I do. This is my recommendation for Norse versus Loki most of the time. If you don't want to go crazy aggression, you can just sit in your base and just make Hersa throw an axeman. Don't overmake the Hersa. You have to make sure you get to the heroic age. So my recommendation is somewhere in the vicinity of 5 to 10 Hersa, depending on how many herdables you have. And then you just click up to the heroic age through Skadi, and you have a really, really good game. As the Valkyrie going to be getting pushed back here, and it does get a little bit of damage there. These Hersa do not have Hall of Thanes just yet, so the Valkyrie will be able to get back to safety. However, said Valkyrie here has got that very, very abusive spy sitting on top of her head, as we'll be giving all the information over to Gaboo. But where can Gaboo really attack right now? I mean, he can attack the longhouses here. He can't attack at the top side of the map here either. As more Hersa going to be moving forward here, looking to attack something. There are all of these elk here, though, which Grass has not opted to go for. He is sneaking around with the villagers, though. And the units are going to be getting put into position to defend this. And Grass isn't building anything here. This is risky, to say the very least. The villagers coming over here going to be turning around, shanking these Hersa down. Got to be very, very hopeful and careful that you're not going to be getting a myth unit spawn here. You haven't seen a myth unit spawn yet, so you have to be expecting a myth unit spawn there. And Grass, he plays with fire on that one. As the Hersa come through, they see the villagers on this food over here, as the Hersa will have to be retreating away. One Hersa does end up going down there as well. Nice play for Grass, but Grass, he's now starting to make those throw an axeman out. As this tower over here, it's going down, and this is going to be building up more and more favor to create that myth unit, to put pressure into the main base. Grass at this point, he can't retreat away from here. He might want to get another Hersa out to defend on this position, as Throw an Axeman coming around over here to put some pressure on. The Hersa will have to retreat back, as these units are going to be pulling back over here. We do see 2 Hersa on this position. They're going to be trying to get in and getting a little bit of damage done, but we have to be very careful not to overstay their welcome. As the Hersa coming through here. Nice defense from Grass thus far here with the Throw an Axeman and everything else. So the Hersa will have to be pulled back, and they will have to jump onto a healing spring, which has been placed in the middle of the base there. As Grass is going to be able to easily get himself to the heroic age here, which is very, very difficult now for Gaboo, as, well, Gaboo's not even close to the heroic age. And Grass, there is a really simple way to play. I'm going to be able to take that troll down very fast as well. There's a very simple way to play from here for Grass and Green. And that's just simply put a market down, get to 115 population, put your villagers back into your main base. He's got himself enough gold here to go to the mythic age. Click Ragnarok. Gold Starve. Gaboo cannot do anything in this position. This is, arguably speaking, with perfect play, a completely lost position for Gaboo. But we'll have to wait and see. As the Hersa getting pulled back, we do see the army now coming through here to start putting some pressure on. Gaboo going to be pulling back here. He's got his villagers over on this gold mine. He's eating the herdables in the main base. He's got his berry bushes here as well. Now, considering this game is, technically speaking, a lost position, what can Gaboo actually do to help himself out here? Well, basically he has to play to defend Ragnarok, or play to force a fight here. He basically has to force a fight here. And these villagers, I think grass here staying out on these caribou is a big mistake. So this is actually giving Gaboo an edge here. Gaboo deciding not to take this fight is bewildering to me because he wins this fight. He straight up wins this fight. There's no upgrades on those throwing axemen. The throwing axemen don't do any damage. All you have to do is get a surround on the army here and you win that fight. And Gaboo not taking that fight here, allowing Grass and Groom to grab all of this hunt here is effectively meaning that this market going up for grass is going to be a very, very simply put, it's going to be a mythic age coming through for grass. And Gaboo here is just going to be attempting to pick off as many of these dwarfs as he possibly can here. Villagers on this wood line don't get pulled early enough. They're going to make it a break for this wall over here. Potentially going to get into the tower though, as 1 or 2 villagers will be getting sniped down there. A Valkyrie spawn coming through as well, but this is also getting Gaboo pushed into a corner over here. Again, these villagers still managing to gather this food over here. A little bit of gold remaining here in this gold mine. He's got 500 gold remaining as the Throwing Axeman pushing these units back. Gaboo still not able to click up to the next age as the Valkyrie here will get sniped off. A couple of low HP villagers might be getting picked off here as well as Grass manages to push back there. You can sell some food here as well if he wants to get to the next age. He's going to have the gold very, very soon here to advance to the Mythic Age in this position as Gaboo, simply put, will be retreating back to his main base, and he can't do anything now in this game. He will have flaming weapons, but Baldur is on the way and Frost is on the way. Well, Frost is already here. So flaming weapons is not going to be able to do anything in this game. So what can you do here? What can Gaboo do? One answer, one potential answer here for Gaboo is put every one of his food villages onto wood and just spam 15 gajabillion towers on this position here and put a whole bunch of longhouses down and just throw everyone in here onto this wood and this gold mine. Any wood or gold mine that has got some sort of defensive position. You also need to force flaming Ragnarok. You need to force Ragnarok here. Now, Grass might just go ahead and click Ragnarok straight away here. He doesn't need to. It might be a mistake to click Ragnarok straight away. Maybe grabbing a town center here. Wouldn't be a bad idea as Gaboo throws his town center up. But no attempt at throwing towers down here. As Watchtowers is coming through, though, for Gaboo. He's still got a lot of villagers on food here. As the army comes through, checking this position out. As 1 Hursar going down, 2 Hursars going down. The Hursar are going to be retreating back for the time being. It is 33 villages here, so that's going to be 99 population. So it's going to be going... So Grass will go up to just over 200 population. Gaboo is throwing up walls over here. This is the position he needs to be defending. Or this one over here, I guess. But obviously near the town center would be better. Because there's the Baldur. And the question is, will Grass just click Ragnarok here? He doesn't need to. He's got a gold mine up here he can be mining as well. But he's choosing to just mine wood for the time being. Or just gather wood and potentially sell. Yeah, he is selling just a little bit. Yeah, getting himself bronze mail at this point. Villagers... He's not building any more villages. He's sitting at full population. What's the plan here for Grass? Obviously, this is all in. This is as all in as it's going to get. Gaboo's got himself watchtowers. He's throwing down a hill fort in the main base. I don't think he needs to worry about the main base. Wait, how did I get that map? Oh, it's plus 60. So we've got 30 villages. You plus 60. Okay. 183 population here. 183 population Ragnarok from the Odin with access to Frost. Gaboo is just going to be sitting it out in his main base. The Ravens are floating overhead here. And we'll see if Gaboo can hold. He's making an effort. He's making an effort for it. I wouldn't have minded to see a little bit less effort into Hursar and food and getting all these upgrades. What has he got here? Not really much. But more effort into wood and towers here. Because this town center is going to get cleaned up immediately. These villagers need to retreat away. This isn't going to be doing anything. As you do see the heroes of Ragnarok going straight after this town center. The Fire Giant's coming through. The Frost Giant going to be able to immediately take out that battle ball there as the army now coming through onto this hill fort in the middle of the map there. The Hursar going to be able to take down the Fire Giant on this position as the Forest Fire getting clicked down here as he tries to keep the Fire Giant alive. A little bit out of position here as the Hursa. They could just decide to take this out. The Forest Fire really doesn't do that much damage here. As the Hill Fort going down, the hero Ragnorak now starting to make their move over into this position. There's two options here for Grass. He can click Frost now, or he can take the fight, kill off all the units, and then take the fight afterwards with the flaming weapons coming through, or you just ignore it as well. That's not what I expected to see there. Flaming weapons just allows Grass to clean everything up here. You're supposed to just hold the flaming weapons. Well, Grass and Groom will go on to take out this town center, clean everything up. All these dwarves in the middle here are going to be getting sniped down as well. Look at Grass and Groom's economy. He's got nothing remaining here. Well, he does have a handful of units queued up into buildings, but he's got nothing remaining. So Gaboo being able to fight this back here is definitely an option to continue in this game, but I imagine Grass will be disallowing that. Heroes of Ragnorak sitting on this gold mine over here. Gaboo's got a little bit of resources left, but he doesn't have any real ability to use it at all, as the flaming weapons does, or the frost does expire there, but flaming weapons got a little bit of time remaining, but there's still, look at all the population for Grass. He's got so many more units than Gaboo, as Gaboo's going to be attempting to take this fight. Flaming weapons does expire there. Dwarves coming through to try and snipe down the throwing axeman. The heroes of Ragnarok need to get over here. We do see on this position here, these heroes, they do so much damage to villages. You can't villager fight back against heroes of Ragnarok. They're so absurdly strong. Gaboo down to 80 population here. Grass sitting at 120 population, as Einar does get spawned. That'll be a big help in this fight, going to be boosting up a lot of the damage of these units here in this fight, but all of the units of Gaboo are getting sniped down. More units coming down over here as the village are going to be getting pushed back over onto this gold mine. Gaboo still has got himself a lot of army getting trained out here. He's got tons of resources remaining in this location. He just needs to stop losing units, recoup, get back up to full population. He might be able to continue to fight here in this game. Grass has started. No, he hasn't started dwarves at all. He doesn't care. He knows it's all in. He easily start a couple of dwarves here and start production of an economy for sure. As these dwarves here still shanking away on this position. Meanwhile, over here, the dwarves or villagers getting cleaned up. Gaboo's got 18 villagers remaining in this game here. As the villagers getting taken down, Valkyrie's going down over there, throwing axemen, trying to get some damage done, but they just cannot hold here in this game. 25 population remaining for Gaboo. He's still got... You could just do the garrison into the longhouse shenanigan here as well. Spend all of those resources as best as you can. But more and more villagers are getting taken down. And at this point, you have a mountain to climb if your name is Gaboo. He's got 8 villagers remaining. Grass does get himself out. 1 dwarf's training a second dwarf out as well. As the villagers are getting chased around. And it looks to me like Gaboo, his remaining villagers are about to fall. Gaboo doesn't have any villages anywhere else on the map. This is the remaining villages that are left. Last ox cart here as well. If that goes down, the villages don't matter at all, right? So no more ox carts here for Gaboo. No more villages. Gaboo's got the remaining resources that he's got. He's just throwing axemen out to defend, to fight back, and those are just going to get cleaned up very, very easily. Cannot produce any more Hursa. He's got maybe 3 more throwing axemen he can build total. And in that moment, Gaboo does tap out. Grass does manage to get the dub in this game with some impeccable Odin play, showcasing exactly how weak Loki can be in this matchup if forced into this kind of defensive, if the Odin player plays this defensive playstyle, fast Ragnarok. I do think, though, that Grass and Groom here did play into a certain situation where Gaboo could have held. And that situation is that basically mass towers over here, and I mean mass towers, I want to see like 10 towers on this position. And then a bunch of longhouses here, and the fact of the matter is that Grass and Groom clicked Ragnarok without being forced to click Ragnarok. He didn't need to click Ragnarok. He could have sat on this gold mine. He could have got a second town center. He could have got bigger and bigger in this game. And then that kind of defensive play that Gaboo would have gone for would have obviously not worked. But he didn't go for it anyways, so the Ragnarok managed to win. Also, Gaboo clicking flaming weapons a little bit early there made no sense. And potentially if he didn't do that, he may have also been able to take this game a little bit easier. But GG, congratulations to Grass. The kid here manages to claim his spot in Champions League. We're going to be seeing him playing against the likes of Chemo, Matrius, Ulysses, Nullus, plenty of incredibly strong players for him to be showing his newfound skills against, proving himself in the world of Age of Mythology. If you guys enjoyed this game, enjoyed this series, enjoying this tournament, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.